everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a TBR Jar picks my reads for December. This is my new TBR jar. It's got Romanticy Book Club on it. Got it from Vinted and it was actually such a lovely package I received. It was so nice. I got this jar and it comes with all of these little hearts in it, which I coloured in and wrote on. And I also bought a book which is actually meant for Christmas, so I'm not allowed to show it. But I got some freebies in the package, which was so sweet. I got 4 bookmarks. That's the first one, second one, third. I mean, look how gorgeous that one is. Love it. That one and this one. So I got all of those. A hot chocolate, a face mask, a little hair band, and a scrunchie, and it's got stars all over it. Yeah, how nice is that? But I'll link her Vinted down below because I just thought it was so nice and I could not share it. So with the TBR jar, I have written prompts on the heart and I'll pick out about 5, I reckon, and pick some books based off of the prompt that I choose. There you go. Book with magic. Okay, so a book with magic. Good placement, because this is roughly around the area of magic. I could do Wings of Starlight, which I've wanted to read for a while. I got it at the beginning of the year when it first came out, and I think I started it, but I just wasn't in the mood to read it at that point. So that could be a choice. Next choice could be Road Trip with the Vampire. I got this last month when it came out, and I've read the previous 2 books that Jenna Levine has released in the series, so I would like to give this a go, see what it's like. Also, sprayed edge, love. I don't know whether this has got magic in, because if it's got magic in, where is it? The last book, which is an option, is The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley. I think this has magic in it. Right, first page, it does say magic. And this is in the glossary bit, so I reckon, yeah. So it is between Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy, Wings of Starlight, and Road Trip with the Vampire. Out of the 3, I think I'm more drawn to The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. I'm thinking that it might be a good read, hopefully. I don't know too much about it. I was under the impression that it was like a Dramini fanfic, but I don't know if that's true. I might just be making that up completely. But it is about a scholarly healer and a gentleman assassin. Yeah, sure. Let's give that a go. So the first book from my prompt, book with magic, is The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. Right, so second prompt. Okay. A reread. Okay. I don't know whether this counts, because technically I've already started it, but I know I'm not going to finish it before November finishes. So my choice is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. In my last video I said that I was currently reading it. I haven't read any more since that video. So technically, I mean, this is a reread. I'm not going to start rereading anything else because I can barely do one. So we are going to go with Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber for our second prompt of reread. Okay, time for a third prompt. I'll go for that one. I think that's the right way. Set in another country. Okay. Now, I'm not going to include like fantasy books in this because most fantasy books, unless it is like set in another country, but I'm not doing like set in another world, that type of thing, no. I could do Road Trip with a Vampire because I think this is set in America. Okay, it doesn't say. I think most of them, Philadelphia, I just saw the word Philadelphia. So this could be a contender. I mean, any romance book really could work because they're all set in America. I think out of all contemporary romance books, I'm most likely to pick up Road Trip with a Vampire. I feel like I should do like some seasonal reads. Like it's December's pick. So for my third prompt of set in another country, I am going to pick Road Trip with a Vampire by Jenna Levine. I was going to read this last month, but I just didn't get to it. So, plus I normally, like the last 2 books in the series I read last December. So, I think I'm going to stick to tradition, read this in December, even though it's meant for Halloween, but whatever. Fourth prompt. I don't know if that's the right way up. A book by an author you've never read. Okay, so that is very easy for me. I haven't read quite a few. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a seasonal read. So it is between A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. Nice little December read. It's something to they're a part of a Christmas movie. So yeah, I might give that a go. The other option, Christmas at Clementine Cottage. This is like really, it's a weird paperback. Like it also is really smooth as well. Who's this by? Emily Harvale. Oh, quite like the text. It's quite an easy read. I've got another pick, which could be considered a cop-out, because I am going to read it anyway during December. But I've made it work. I've made it fit the prompts. It is A Heart for Christmas, and it's an advent calendar Christmas book, I guess. It's got like door number 1, and you slice it open, door number 2, door number... So I'm going to read this anyway, so I could give this a go as my pick. I don't know if that's a cop-out. I mean, I've just made it fit to the prompt. Like, that's all I've done. I mean, I feel like I have probably been quite cop-outy for this whole video. But this is the one I am going to choose for my prompt, and a book by an author you've never read. It is A Heart for Christmas by Sophie Germain. yeah, this is what I'm gonna pick for my 4th prompt. Okay, 5th prompt. No, wrong way. Set in this country. Okay, so we've had another country, this country. This is gonna be a lot harder. Yeah, a lot harder. There's not many that I know of that are set in this country. A Merry Little Meet Cute is definitely not going to be set in this country, surely. How do I know? Might have to do a bit of searching. Vermont. No. Right, Christmas at Clementine Cottage. This. So the first page says that Emily Harvell, which is the author, lives in East Sussex in the UK, although she would prefer to live in the French Alps or Canada or anywhere that has several months of snow. So does that mean that it's in the UK? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh my god. It's set in the UK. That was the first one I picked up. This is brilliant. This is going so well. Oh, it wasn't the first one I picked up, was it? Second one I picked up. This is going so well. Another Christmas book. This is great. This is great. Right, so honestly though, this is really going well because I don't think I had any other UK books. Maybe Clockwork Angel. Okay, there might have been a few, but this is good. So for my what are we on? 5th. For my 5th prompt, set in this country, I have got Christmas at Clementine Cottage by Emily Harvell. Okay, so I think I might do another one because I actually quite like the series. This is quite fun. So we're gonna do 6 books. Am I going to read them all? Don't be silly. But choices, more choices, it's fine. So 6th book. 6th, what's it called? Prompt. There we go. Okay. Animal on the cover. This is going to be a bit harder. I think a contemporary romance. It's going to have an animal cover more likely than a fantasy book. Right. Oh my god. Okay. Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. Okay, this might be a contender. About a woman who has face blindness who enters a portrait painting competition. And take care of her beloved dog Peanut. So this could be a contender. Oh, it's got birds. I don't know whether I'm ready for the 7-year slip. I want to be in a good mindset, so because I think this is a potential 5-star for me. American Royals. No animals. I mean, does the penguin logo count? Probably not. What about Emily Wilde? No, not a single animal. Wings of Starlight. No, it's going really well. I could look on my Kindle. Let's have a look on my Kindle. This is my beautiful Kindle. This is the case. And these are the These are the little stickers. Right, let's have a look. Why can I not find a single book with an animal on the cover that I want to read? Let's make that clear that I want to read. Okay, so I haven't got much choice. So it is going to have to be Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. In my last video, I mentioned that Catherine Center's book, The Rom-Commers, was a 5-star read for me at the beginning of the year. So I'm really hoping that this is going to be amazing. I read The Bodyguard and I didn't like it as much. I think because it felt very familiar. Like, it was quite a bog standard contemporary romance for me. Whereas so is The Rom-Commers. What am I talking about? Like, The Rom-Commers is as well. But anyway, so this is going to be the 5th prompt, which is animal on the cover. Who's right there. So yeah, my 5th prompt is for Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. The books that I am going to be reading in December is Hello Stranger by Catherine Center, as it has an animal on the cover. Christmas at Clementine Cottage, because it is set in the UK. Road Trip with a Vampire, as it's set in another country. Once Upon a Broken Heart for a reread. A Heartful Christmas for... What did I even do this for? A book by an author you've never read. Finally, a book with magic. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. If you've read any of these books, love or hate them, let me know. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time.